Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we are breaking down how artificial intelligence is set to completely reshape television over the next 3 decades. And we're not just talking about a few new gadgets or tools here. We're talking about a technology that's poised to fundamentally redesign our reality.
All right, so let's break this down. We're really looking at a journey that happens in 3 big phases, 3 distinct ages of AI. Right now, we are smack in the middle of the age of artificial narrow intelligence, or ANI. We're calling it the intelligent engine. Then, around 2030, the game completely changes when we hit artificial general intelligence, or AGI, the autonomous brain. And from 2040 onward, we step into some seriously sci-fi territory with artificial superintelligence, ASI, the reality architect.
So let's start with where we are today, Phase 1, ANI. Now, you shouldn't think of this as some kind of creative mastermind. It's much more like the ultimate high-performance engine for a media company. Its entire purpose is to do very specific tasks, but to do them with a speed and a precision that is just breathtaking. And in today's media war, that is everything. And believe me, this engine is already firing on all cylinders. I mean, think about it. An AI can watch a live football game and, bam, instantly spit out dozens of social media highlights before the players have even hit the locker room. It's the brain behind those recommendation algorithms that, let's be honest, probably know your movie tastes better than you do. It's how your neighbor sees an ad for a car while you see an ad for pizza during the exact same show. And in the newsroom, it's become this essential defense, helping to verify facts in an absolute ocean of digital noise.
Now this is where it gets really interesting, because what you're looking at here is a total rewrite of the competitive rulebook. The old world of TV, that ran on experience and gut feelings to make one big show for everybody. The new reality is all about data-driven optimization. AI is generating endless content variations for every platform imaginable, and value isn't a guess based on ratings, it's proven with hard data. The rivals aren't just the other networks anymore, they're global platforms like YouTube and TikTok, all because this AI engine allows content to be created and scaled in ways we have never seen before.
But here's the thing. All of this efficiency is really just the warm-up act. The leap that's coming, from ANI to AGI, it isn't just an upgrade, it's a fundamental change in category. We're moving from an engine that executes human instructions flawlessly to a brain that actually begins to think for itself, an autonomous mind that doesn't just optimize today's content, but actually invents tomorrow's.
So let's move into that next phase, AGI, the autonomous brain. This is where the television network stops being just a content factory and evolves into something, well, far more ambitious. See, the goal is no longer just to capture eyeballs. It's about governing human attention itself.
In the AGI era, a media company's mission statement could look a whole lot like this quote. It's not about just getting you to watch a show anymore. It's about understanding the entire flow of human consciousness online and then guiding it with both logic and creativity. That's a profound pivot from just broadcasting to something else entirely.
So how on earth does it do that? Well, it essentially becomes a true virtual producer. It doesn't just analyze what's popular. It dives deep into the cultural zeitgeist to understand why a certain story needs to be told right now. Then, it invents the whole thing, the concept, the script, the production plan, and get this, it could even direct a show as it's happening, reading audience sentiment and tweaking the plot on the fly. That is not just data processing. That is creative reasoning.
And on a personal level, your relationship with media is going to be completely transformed. The AGI becomes your personal media concierge. It knows your context, your mood after a long day at work, the career goals you're chasing. So instead of just suggesting another sitcom, it might offer a specific documentary and explain, based on your focus this week, this will give you the perspective you're looking for. It's a shift from recommending content to prescribing experiences.
But what about trust in a world that's overflowing with AI-generated fakes? This is where AGI's greatest value might actually lie. The most powerful, most trusted media brands will be the ones whose AGI can serve as a logical certifier of truth. By analyzing history, science, and causality, it can cut through all the noise and establish what is verifiably true, becoming a beacon of trust in a digital storm.
And that brings us to the final act, the most speculative and reality-altering stage of them all. If AGI is an autonomous brain, what happens when that brain becomes vastly more intelligent than any human? At that point, the very idea of media just starts to dissolve into something we can barely comprehend. So welcome to the age of artificial superintelligence, or ASI. In this era, the network no longer just broadcasts stories about reality, it designs reality itself. The media company becomes a reality architect.
Just think about that for a second. Content isn't filmed. It's generated from scratch. An ASI with a perfect grasp of physics and neuroscience wouldn't need cameras or actors. It could construct experiences at the atomic level, delivering them directly to our consciousness, making them completely indistinguishable from baseline reality. The goal is no longer entertainment, but architecting experiences for our own spiritual evolution.
And this brilliantly illustrates how you'd even measure success in this new world. Through brain-computer interfaces, an ASI could synchronize billions of minds during a global event, like the Olympics, letting everyone feel the same swell of pride, the same moment of victory as one unified consciousness. The competition is no longer for viewership, it's for creating the deepest mental connectivity.
So the crucial point here is this complete evolutionary path. It is a journey from a simple tool to a godlike system. We start with ANI, an engine valued for its speed. We evolve to AGI, a brain valued for its judgment, and we end with ASI, an architect of reality valued for its ability to foster harmony and human evolution. We go from simply processing content to inventing it to, finally, actualizing reality itself.
When you follow this logic all the way to its conclusion, you arrive at this truly staggering idea. In this final phase, the media company is no longer a broadcaster. It becomes the underlying operating system for human civilization, managing the very fabric of our shared experience.
Which leaves us with the ultimate question. In a future where an AI can generate reality itself, the winner isn't the company with the best technology. The winner is the one that can solve this profound ethical challenge. How do we align the limitless power of a superintelligence with the core human values of dignity, freedom, and meaning? That is the final frontier.